The Warriors, CK here. A lot of you have questions about ayahuasca. And more specifically, many of you ask me very technical questions about how ceremonies are like, what kind of medicine, the amount, the effect, etc., the toxicity level. All those are important questions. But I believe that those are more peripheral questions. I believe that you should actually ask yourself some fundamental questions first before you start asking more secondary or tertiary questions. So first question first is, who is suitable for ayahuasca ceremony as high impact leaders goes? So if you're already having some kind of judgment about the use of ayahuasca for your spiritual or entrepreneurial leadership journey, that's already a no-no. It's already a red flag. This is not suitable for you. Because whatever ceremony you experience, you're only going to bring in all your judgments about this experience, right? So if you are someone who is open-minded, if you are someone who is willing to learn from whatever path that comes your way, and if you are someone who is not afraid of difficulties, challenges, truth, as painful as it may be, if that's you, continue to listen forward, okay? So there are many, many different paths to be better as human beings. Self-realization, self-actualization, they're reading books, there's yoga, there's physical challenges, there being an entrepreneur, being a parent. There are many, many different paths. This is one path. I believe is the most accelerated path, but it's one path nonetheless, okay? So by no means, I'm saying this is a silver bullet, this is a panacea that's actually gonna solve all your problems. You drink it once and all your problems go away. That's not how it works. This is one path, okay? So, all right, so what kind of applications does it serve for you? What kind of benefits would it bring you as a leader? From my point of view, from a personal experience, from others that I've served, there are challenges, blocks, mental blocks that you intellectually know you want to overcome, but couldn't. There are blocks that you intellectually know you have and want to overcome, but couldn't. So in my case, when I started this journey, my challenge was I want to be a leader that make a positive impact for the people that I serve. But I couldn't actually bring compassion to them, empathy to my everyday interaction. I come from a very stoic, very rational approach, but I just didn't have enough compassion for them. And I wanted to change, but I couldn't. So that was the questions, that was the impetus that actually brought me to this whole journey of ayahuasca experience. So then I will start off by saying this, and why I believe this is one of the most accelerated path is this. Richard Feynman, a Nobel laureate, said the first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you're the easiest person to fool. We oftentimes operate in life not identifying and not owning our own truth. Because part of it, we don't really know what it is. We may inherit all our belief system from intergenerational, from parental, from cultural, from educational, from the people around you, environmental. How do you know what beliefs serve you and don't serve you? When you drink and ingest ayahuasca, what it does, for me, the best way I can articulate it, you now have an opportunity to be an observer of all of your belief systems, all of it. Beliefs that serve you, beliefs that don't serve you, and then in that moment, after you experience it, not an intellectual thing, but after you experience that belief fully, and as an observer, then you can make powerful choices of what to let go and what to hold on to, what to double down on, all right? So that, to me, is a very, very powerful experience, very powerful tool to actually make concrete change. Not intellectual change, not superficial change, but concrete, fundamental change of what serves you as a leader, as a human being, as a parent, as a sibling, as a spouse. Powerful. So let me borrow Confucius' mental model. He said self-mastery, family, country, and the world. So in that case, let's actually look at, in your life, personal mastery, what emotions you have about yourself that don't serve you. Is it anger? Is there any resentment? Is there any judgment? Is there any doubt? Is there any fear about yourself? So think about those questions, and let's move on to the area of relationships. In the way that you relate to the people who are closest to you, people that you love, your family, your friends, are there any withhold, fear, doubt, judgment, anger, resentment, jealousy? In the area of your organization, with your co-founders, with your executives, with your employees, are there any fear, doubt, resentment, jealousy? In the area of work, your relationship with the divine, with your divine, is there any fear, judgment, doubt, anger? Because here's the thing, the analogy I want to give you is, if you have ever flown an airplane, you know how whatever local weather you have, whether it's rainy or cloudy or stormy or the hurricane, once you pierce through the clouds, everything is blue, everything is peaceful, right? So consider all those emotions that I just mentioned, the angers, the fears, the resentments, the doubts, are the clouds actually covering or interfering with your most optimal way of living, your most optimal way of being. These are interferences that stops you from being the most optimal self in relation to others, as a leader in your organization, and the difference that you want to make in the world. So actually having clarity and choice about these beliefs, about these interferences, actually allows you to accelerate your path as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a human being. And that's why I'm so passionate about introducing this work, this ayahuasca work, this path with our leaders, with you. So if you're someone who is open-minded, who believes that you are ready, who believe that you're willing to actually look in your life, what serve you, what don't serve you, in service of your higher self, in service of making the biggest impact, the biggest difference in the world, schedule a call with me. Let's chat. All right? Until then, have a beautiful rest of the day. Take care.